battle of the smartphones. That's what we're here to do, Nathan. Which one's better, Pixel 3 or Samsung Note 9? Now, these two are the main flagships for both companies. Of course, Google is Android, so Google plus Android equals Pixel. It's like an iOS device, but Android version. And then on the other side, you have Samsung, which is known for their high quality premium devices. Now, both of these phones have very special features that make them different from one another, make them better for different scenarios. So we're gonna be seeing which one is the right one for you. So to start off, both of these are rocking their latest Qualcomm Snapdragon 845. Both of them are gonna be pretty snappy. Now, the main difference comes in both expandable storage and in RAM. Now, we have the 128GB storage option for the Pixel 3 XL. Now, that comes with 4GB of RAM. If you do upgrade it to the 512GB, it does come with 6GB of RAM, which is a good option. If you need more power, it's available to you. Now, this is where things get interesting. The Note 9 has up to 512GB of storage and expandable storage to another terabyte. It goes to 2 terabytes? You can put 2 terabytes in this? Whew. I don't even know what you'd use 2 terabytes for. I have that on my laptop. You don't need that. That's a lot. Now, in terms of RAM, this has either 6GB or 8GB. If you upgrade to the max storage, the 512, it comes with 8GB of RAM. Now, we all know that raw specs aren't the whole thing. Like, you could have the best processor in here, you can have the best specs in it, but if the software isn't optimized for it, it sucks. It's laggy. It doesn't do what it's supposed to do. This is rocking a 4000 milliamp hour battery, which is going to last you a day and a half as long as you're not doing any video editing or hardcore gaming on it. For the average user, you and I, it'll last you a day and a half. This one here only has a 2916 milliamp hour battery, which, if you think about it, that's a quarter less. You're getting 25% less battery life than this, but the software could be optimized. I've never had a problem with it. This one lasts me a full day. Both of these support wireless and quick charging. Now, one thing to note is that the Pixel 3 limits its wireless charging capabilities. It only allows you to quick charge through wireless charging with their own proprietary wireless charger, which is a bit of a bummer, whereas this on any device charges quickly wirelessly. One of the most important things of any smartphone is definitely the display. You're gonna be using the display. That's how you interact with your phone. This is rocking a 5.5-inch OLED panel with a resolution of 1080 by 2160, whereas this is rocking a 6.4-inch OLED panel with quad HD. You know how HD that is? This almost has double the resolution as the Pixel 3 XL. This has a resolution of 2960 by 1440p. Now, I don't know about you, but that is a lot of resolution in a small factor. Now, in terms of actual size comparison, these fit roughly into the same footprint. The Galaxy Note 9 is just a tad bit taller, a tad bit thicker. Both of these are rocking tempered glass on both faces with an aluminum body to hold it all together. The Pixel 3 does have a coating on it to make it seem a bit more shiny. Both of them are rocking USB Type-C to charge. A lot of the things on these two phones are very similar. Like we talked about, the display, it's a bit different. We're gonna be going through right now the key differences that'll make you choose or could sway you one way or the other. To start, one thing that the Note 9 has, obviously, that the Google Pixel 3 or the Pixel 3 XL don't have, is a headphone jack. Now, I don't know if you're rocking OG headphones that require a 3.5mm jack to it, but that's something that the Note 9 has that a lot of new flagship phones just don't have at the moment. And of course, we cannot talk about the Note 9 without talking about the S Pen. It has a lot of functionality. If you are able to write on a small surface neatly and it helps you in your everyday life, you want to write down a quick note, then yes, an S Pen will definitely help. Another thing that the Note 9 has or doesn't have that the Pixel 3 has is that notch. Look at that notch. Look at that notch. Now, a lot of people are bothered by that notch. It is one of the largest notches or most intrusive notches we have seen on any smartphone these days. If you can get by that notch, then you're fine. But that notch is massive. Woo! Look at that. Look at that. It's like a unibrow that no one wants to point out, but it's there. It even looks like a face. It kind of looks like Wally. I've seen that comparison a lot. Look at that. Eva. Never. That, Yeah, it looks like a Wally. Now, both of these screens are beautiful despite the resolution difference, despite the key characteristic differences. They look both amazing. Look at this, look at that. It's glorious. They're both glorious. All right, so what we're going to be looking into now is one of the most important parts of any smartphone. Your smartphone these days is more than just a phone. It's also a camera. The Pixel 3 supposedly has the best camera in all of smartphones. #1 camera in the game. We're gonna be testing that right now. We're gonna be seeing if it beats out the Samsung, which is also known for having an amazing camera. So we have our trusty Zoom H6 recorder. We're gonna be taking a picture of it. We're gonna be seeing how detailed it can get. So right off the bat, ooh, look at that angle. That is a magnificent angle. Snap that pic. Ooh. All right, here we go. Both of them have the feature where if you double click the sleep button, it opens the camera. Or you can have it so that it opens Snapchat as well. Ooh. Nathan, what would you have it open? Camera or Snapchat?
Camera.
Good choice. Always. So here we go. Exact same photo, exact same beautiful angle. Snap the picture. Let's see which one looks more glorious. Nathan, what do you think? I mean, I already have my mind made up. Which one do you think is the most beautiful? There's only one answer.
Probably the Pixel.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about. The one thing that I noticed, the biggest thing that I noticed between the two of these is just how sharp the Pixel 3 is. When you're looking at this gray part of it, the Pixel 3 just looks insanely sharp. Look at the difference in headphone jack clarity. You go to the volume, you can clearly read volume. Both of them are extremely sharp. I just feel the Note 9 lacks a bit in sharpness. Now, both of these are rocking a 12 megapixel-ish camera on the front. The Note 9 has that dual camera setup, whereas the Pixel only has that one. But with Google's AI, I think it's pretty equal, unless you're optically zooming. But who even zooms in on a smartphone? I don't know. Do you zoom in on a smartphone when you take pictures? No, you want to use that full sensor. Anytime you're zooming in, except for when you're switching to that ×2 camera, you are losing resolution. So we're gonna be talking about how you consume media on both these. Of course, with large flagship phones, it's probably one of the things that you'll be doing the most of is consuming media. Now, I'm on YouTube a lot, so we're gonna be comparing the difference in YouTube watching experience, right? Both of these offer that higher resolution that the iOS phones just don't have. First thing we're gonna do, we're gonna go over to our channel. We're gonna be seeing how it sounds, oh gosh, whoo! One thing to note is that the different aspect ratio. Wait, we gotta turn up this brightness. I feel like this brightness is maxed out. That Note 9 is a lot brighter. I will say, the screen on the Note 9 beats the Pixel 3, hands down, now after seeing this. How does each one look? We're gonna be clicking on the latest video. Thanks, Nathan. So, we're changing the resolution to the maxed out resolution. Put it to horizontal mode. Unlimited ammo. Did you hear that? Max volume. Let's see how loud it goes.
Big. This one supports the mega bullets. It's pretty accurate, but I'm gonna aim it. I'm gonna shoot it. Actually, that would come. Usually, whenever you shoot a Nerf gun, and you know this, I know you do, it misses. Like you're aiming, you have it down sight, everything's lined up, you shoot, and the bullet swerves. Well.
Now, consuming media on the Note 9 is probably one of the best things to do on it. It just looks crystal clear. There's no notch intruding in the video. It just looks good. Look at it. Look at it. It sounds good. It feels good. The screen's nice and bright. You can watch in the daytime. Not much to complain about in terms of consumption of media. Perhaps that it's oversaturated. That's about it. Sometimes Samsung tries to boost it. It looks a bit weird sometimes. Pixel 3 XL. How does it sound? How does it look?
Alright, so today's a pretty exciting day.
Pretty loud.
We are looking at the most advanced Nerf gun ever. Now, unlike most Nerf guns,
resolution.
this one doesn't require
Let's turn it up.
bullets. It has unlimited ammo, and on top of that, it has 100% accuracy. Now, look at this typical Nerf gun, alright? It's pretty big. This one supports the mega bullets. It's pretty accurate, but I'm gonna aim it, I'm gonna shoot it, Actually, that would come. Okay, usually, whenever you shoot a Nerf gun, and you know this, I know you do, it misses. Like, you're aiming, you have it down sight, everything's lined up,
Nathan, both of them sound pretty good, you have to admit. Both of them are loud. Now, I do feel like the Pixel 3 has a louder speaker. It, of course, has that bottom speaker that is facing towards you, whereas the Samsung has it facing just straight down. That's a big difference. That way, the sound's just coming into your face. You're hitting in the face with it. I will say the Note 9 is better for consuming media. Even with the louder Pixel 3 speakers, built-in speakers, you can always just plug in a set of headphones, get super loud audio right into your ear without any ambient noise. Instagram, how does Instagram look? That's important. Everyone uses Instagram. Who doesn't use Instagram? Here we are. Ooh, good comparison here. So, right off the bat, we have this building here. Oh, Nathan. The only problem with the Note 9 when it comes to viewing Instagram, and it's something that you need to consider if Instagram is a big part of your life, is how narrow the screen is. Both of these side by side, exact same image. Even with that Note 9's 6.4 inch OLED screen, it's beautiful screen. The aspect ratio on it limits the amount of media that you can consume. Now look at this photo. Both of them look beautiful. This is a bit sharper, looks a bit clearer, but it's also smaller. If you zoom in, look at that resolution. Look at it. I don't know, for Instagram, Pixel 3. It's that narrowness. It limits what you can see. It's a problem. Alright, now the last thing to talk about between these two devices is the price. The Pixel 3 XL, the base model, for 128 gigabytes of storage, 4 gigabytes of RAM, goes for $1,249 Canadian, and that is without expandable storage. The Note 9 base model, 120 gigabytes of storage, 6 gigabytes of RAM, only goes for $1,149 Canadian. Now that is $100 cheaper for what some people might say is a better package. Alright, so my conclusion, regardless of which one I would use, which one is the better smartphone for the price? Hands down, the Note 9. It has a 6.4 OLED screen that is just beautiful to look at, especially if you're consuming media. It has more functionality, more features to it. It even has a headphone jack. A headphone jack in 2018. It has everything. And it's $100 less than the Pixel 3.